Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kenya John. Under my profile, Kenya John. Ka ngode ba barari yo karamaran help news and also. Gwal and bearer, gwal matot, ka gwe jaba. Yin ka kon media la kon bi kwa la wa ka something yena jol dear mi yal ke lut gentile na ta ko tin no ko nduor magui je la jina a little na da ka be la na ga in la lo di na ni la chi la gore no biriar yi chum na go under real tin and then but we ma chamatanatin ano live na tago bi wada bele good ke jabo ano gentile na ni la kon la bakorar biran barar ke topic and then yo be chum ka kor we be wonyona matin ano and what in good by lai to one ke ayo bakulo rai kareu ta lau ngwan ka ba bat kana guru no bakala koros kan dial tagina in me right ka dir min yal ke minister of justice in kuna warning dor in ke South Sudan is that a justice or is that a threat? And dear Minister of Justice in kuna threat here you cannot even discuss anything with anybody. You cannot even comment. You cannot even analyze Minani Larkeken. Is that a threat or is that a justice? A justice are dealing with what justice concerning for. When the justice is concerning for something, they just deal with it. Because they already know that they are not qualified to be a justice, they qualify to be a criminal. That's why they try to threat the rest of the people. People are evaluating what is going on in South Sudan right now. A lot of people, they try to evaluate it. What is this? What brought it up? What is the clarification of the case that the justice tried to brought up? The man even already commit that what is calling government was in South Sudan right now is because there was a 2018 peace agreement. He already admitted. And the man is keep calling himself, I'm a minister of justice. And then when the minister of justice tried to judge those who came with peace agreement, coalition of peace agreement, he tried to judge them and telling them that never even touch the peace agreement. What made you to judge them without peace agreement? They came through peace agreement. Do you understand what you're talking about? You cannot even judge these people without peace agreement of 2018. Or you trying like to make a chant and then to try to complicate and twist what brought these people to Juba. It is because 2018 peace agreement. And this Minister of Justice tried to twist and then try to threat and then try to say a lot of things. Let me play it and then let us listen together. But I will stop wherever if I want to explain something.
The other comment I want to make is to pass a word of caution that I have listened to comments on the ongoing judicial process. The court has announced, and we have made it clear many times, that matters in court are not discussed outside.
When did this man get that from? People, when there is a court, they are discussing outside, no matter what. Because you cannot control the outside. You're just controlling the court. You cannot control the public outside or the citizen of the country outside when they're discussing about the issue of the court. Because they discuss about if court apply the wrong suggestion, what will be the consequences for the citizen? Citizens are talking about themselves that, okay, what will be the consequences of this court if you guys try to intimidate those who does not even need to be intimidated by your own Minister of Justice? A citizen have a right and have a concern to talk by themselves. That's their safety. That's what they know there will be an issue within South Sudan, no matter what. You cannot even prevent them not to talk to themselves, not to discuss, not to comment, not to say what is wrong and what is right. That's it. That's what they call dictatorship. That one is not even a court. It's a dictatorship that try to manipulate the rest of the country. Nobody gives you authorization then to threat the others. Just do your judgment and then make sure that you know the consequences of your judgment. Your judgment consequences is the one that will take the country back into zero. And you will not even be called yourself Minister of Justice. Value hold this thing. You need to value hold this thing. They call you Minister of Justice because there is a peace agreement of 2018. And if you try to judge those who came and have a hope for South Sudanese to reconcile themselves and rebuild the country back, and you try to threat them, that threat will lead you to leave that Minister of Justice, that warning the citizen. You cannot warning the public. Public have a domain. Without the public, who are you going to rule? Who are you going to judge? Are you thinking well? Without the public, there will be nothing called South Sudan nowadays. And you cannot even threat.
This is not something new in the context of South Sudan. We know it all over, that judicial processes are not subject to...
Okay, if it is not something new, give us the example. What happened in South Sudan before? What happened? Besides being a criminal, besides being a person that tried to threat the rest, to manipulate them, and then does not even know that I'm ruling the South Sudanese. I'm ruling the public. That's why public are suffering nowadays. Civilian of South Sudan, citizen of South Sudan, they are suffering because you do not even know that you are ruling the country which have a people. If you know that president is a president of the people, for the people and by the people. A president never been called is a president. Is a president of the people, for the people and by the people. And you guys cannot even recognize the Bush of the people of the country. That's why you guys try to threat them. You threat yourself. You just put the threat into yourself. Because citizens of South Sudan are close to pad up. They are close. to pad up. If you know what does it mean by pad up, citizens of South Sudanese, they are close to pad up. Make sure that Minister of Justice, you loot South Sudanese during the liberation. And you does not even recognize your shame. Who take the bullet to where we have a soldiers was in every corner was in South Sudan. They are South Sudanese citizens. Their daughter are cooking for you day and night. You guys cannot even recognize that. Their son are carrying bullet that no one even can carry. And you guys put them to carry. And then when we get our own independence, and then you guys try to turn that bullet, which citizen of South Sudan carried for you, and you try to turn it to them. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. This year, 2026, it's not going to work. It's going to be difficult for you guys. A justice was a threat. It's not a justice. A justice that threat the citizen, ideas, the citizen, analysis, the citizen that are looking too far, not even looking close to whatever you guys trying to talk about it. The citizens are questioning you because they are looking far, not even they looking close to whatever you guys looking for. They are the citizen of the country and they looking far away to make this country a peaceful country, a lovely country, a country that each and individual can move forward together. But you guys try to make it like where there is a wolf, and when they're running after any kind of gazelle or whatever, they run separately. A wolf that trying to catch the gazelle, that they trying to chase the gazelle, they run separately. They don't run horizontal. They just like running. I don't know what you guys trying to do in this country. And this country will go back to where it's supposed to be. There is only two choices. This 2026. Only two choices. And take that two choice seriously. Either there will be nothing called South Sudan, either there will be a three region, or either there will be a three country within South Sudan. Take it or not. Those who want to go with Uganda, they will go with Uganda. Those who want to be, those who can give their name to call their country Al-Nil or Apanal, they will go by themselves. Those who can call themselves, they are Equatorian. As long if there is a greater Bargaza region that try to go with Uganda, they will declare themselves to Uganda. 2026, mark it or take it. A Bargaza region would declare themselves as a region from South Sudan that become a part of Uganda. Equatorial region will go as an equatorial region. Otherwise, there will be an option, equatorial region and Apana region will declare themselves. Because they love country to go forward together. Either equatorial region and Apana region will go and declare themselves. And then Bargaza region will go with Uganda, no matter what. They like it or they don't like it. And that's why a minister of justice will come and try to threat, warning the citizen of the country.
The other comment I want to make is to pass a word of caution that I have.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me do it this way, because that's why I need to know where I can stop it at.
The other comment I want to make is the court has announced, and we have made it clear many times, that matters in court are not discussed outside. This is not something new in the context of South Sudan. We know it all over, that judicial processes are not subject for debate. And in fact, the court called this contempt if you go against it. So I urge.
What kind of content, if you are going at 8, what kind of content are you talking about? A content that nobody can even comment on the criminology that you guys are trying to do against others? You guys run out from being a criminal to criminology. What you guys trying to teach South Sudanese for right now? You guys get out from being a criminal to criminology. So you're talking about the content. Is that a content of something, content of comment, content of trying to challenge you, or content of what? There is so many meaning. A citizen of South Sudan has a right to comment. A citizen of South Sudan has a right to deny who you are, to deny the court that you try to judge people that cannot even have a case in that court. Some of them are traitors. Some of them are generator operator. Where did you get that from? You're going to take them to court, and then some of them are the minister within the same country. It was shame on you guys when you guys asking Dr. Machar with all those shame of questions. That court is not even qualified to judge people, to judge somebody like Dr. Machar. Machar cannot be judged by that court. And that's why you guys bring the threat. Because that threat, you guys telling him that never even mention anything from peace agreement. That's the threat that you guys bring. And that man will bring it up. Dr. Machar will bring it up. Machar came to Juba through peace agreement. You look like you know something. You don't know something. Machar came to Juba through peace agreement. And that's why the rest of Sudanese know that if Machar came to Juba through peace agreement, and if you guys are not careful for that, South Sudan will be a trash. South Sudan will be a trash. There will be nothing that calling 2011 peace agreement. 2011 independent. That will not be there unless you guys going to carry it to Uganda and then add it to Uganda government and then try to just be behind it and then see the exception if Uganda are going to accept you with 2011 peace agreement. Or if I mess it up, it's going to be September 11 peace agreement. Because we get it 2011 And then we have 2012, 2013, you guys declare it to kill Nuer in Juba. That's why I call it 2011 peace agreement. It is September, the same 2011. After only 2 years, and then you guys mess up the country that you guys think that you guys going to rule the rest with dictatorship. Look at this, only this day, only this day or this week. All those degrees came from Kir because he drunk, because the man already drunk, or it came through what? Dawa Trujong is out. You brought him recently, July, and then you guys kick him out. Control on March, you kick him out. Now you bring him to be a defense minister. A lot of people within this week, is starting from Monday, and then to this Wednesday that I'm ahead, because now I guess it's Thursday in South Sudan. How many people Kir declared to take them out? You bring them within 2 months, 3 months, and taking them out, and you're still looking for a solution. The man is still saying, I'm looking for a solution. A solution that Kir tried to brought up. That's why Dawa Trujong did not touch anything from it. That's why when Kir tried to bring Dawa up, Kir thought that Dawa will be Chulthon Baduk that kill people in Nasser. Kir thought that Dawa will be let me get his name back. Because Chul is a defense minister, the chief of staff that kill our own people with Chul. And then when they brought Dow, they said that Dow is going to apply the same thing. Dow will apply whatever. I will never even say it right now because I don't want to put something that it is too scary to others. Except me, I know it because I know what I'm thinking and I know my analysis. Let's keep going a little bit.
That if you are going to comment, for example, on the implementation of the peace process, that this particular judicial proceedings is not up for discussion because the matter is in court.
So if you are going to comment about the peace agreement of 2018 that take our kid to Juba that they're trying to judge, they want you not to say anything about it. Our elder, our son, they went there because there is a peace agreement. And then they say that do not even mention that peace agreement. And that's where they know that Dr. Machar will destroy them within that role of peace agreement. Because Machar does not come to Juba. They did not force Machar to come to Juba. And Machar have a right that to request even the government, take me back to where I signed the peace agreement at. Take me back to where I want to go and then go and bring me by force. Go and get me by force. Because this is not the chance that somebody can proud about it. These people, they cannot even proud about this one. If they are really know what they're doing, they cannot even proud about it. Trolling Machar, they cannot even fraud about it. But because they do not know what they do, and that's why they try to threat the other people, never even give us what we are doing wrong. They say that, okay, if we are doing something wrong, leave us let us go the way we want, never even highlight anything, never even explain anything, never even explain it to others people. What brought Machar to Juba? Machar came to Juba through peace agreement. What brought Potkang to Juba? It is peace agreement. What brought the rest of South Sudanese? Forget about Machar, forget about Potkang. When South Sudanese already know that there is a peace agreement that already has been signed in Khartoum, which is 2018 peace agreement. Each an individual of South Sudanese has a hope that there is a peace right now. I have to go to my own capital city. I'm going to enjoy that peace agreement. But a peace agreement that Kir is there, it's not a peace agreement that we're just trying, as a part of IO, we're just trying to bring South Sudan into normal life, to bring South Sudanese into normal life. And if we are trying, we are not trying to being humiliated by somebody that we already signed the peace agreement with. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Our try is to bring peace to South Sudanese. But nobody even can humiliate our daughter and son that went there to build that peace. They went there to build the peace. They went there to build the reconciliation. They went there to give the South Sudanese hope that they need. They are not going there for someone that is going to humiliate them.
I think this is important for everybody to underscore. Regarding the legitimacy, I think that because majority here, especially the parties, are political, it may not be correct to characterize legitimacy of the government, especially that.
Look at this man. The man is saying that all the party are here, it may not correct. And then for them, and then to have illegitimacy or illegitimacy, when they have it because they have a partner that is illegitimate with them. Without partner, they are not even illegitimate. A government was not a government. Without peace agreement, a government was not illegitimate government. It was illegitimate government when they signed the peace agreement. Being illegitimate is not by you alone, is the coalition of those who signed that peace agreement. All of them, they are illegitimate within that country. They have a right. Illegitimacy is not does not even assign for Kir or for whoever Kir is going to brought up. That was not the illegitimacy that was brought to South Sudanese. Illegitimacy was for each individual who came to Juba and has been treated as a part of peace agreement. All of them, they are illegitimate. No one has been signed in South Sudan that have its own illegitimacy. In South Sudan, Kir is not even illegitimate to call that degree. Nobody even gives Salva Kiir illegitimacy to call the degree. That's a dictatorship. Who give him the authorization to call that degree? And let them come and read it. Let them come and read it. Where there is a degree in peace agreement in South Sudan, where there is a degree in South Sudanese law. I never even heard when somebody is reading that peace agreement rule, there is nothing called degree on it. Where the degree came from? There is nothing called degree. Because why do I say this? They give IO their own state that they're going to bring their appointees. They give Haji their own state that they will bring their appointees. They give Thor their own state, which is Jonglei. And then when you see the violation of Salva Kiir right now, try to bring somebody from his party to Jonglei. Try to bring somebody from his party to Malakal. And those are not even on the peace agreement. And peace agreement as an assignment, as a procedures that they give each an individual who signed the peace is charity. And then when you take the charity of somebody that signed the peace with you, that tried to rebuild, and then I take the country forward with you, what are you doing? You're applying the dictatorship. And let me repeat it, nothing gives Salva Kiir illegitimacy to do anything. That's why Dr. Machar came up. If there is anything wrong that I did, a parliament will vote on it. A parliament will discuss on it. A parliament will talk about it. Salva Kiir does not even have a right to take Machar to court. Salva Kiir by himself. Forget about this dictatorship that trying to threat people and say that he's a minister of justice. This man does not even know what does the justice mean. Is that justice for whole South Sudanese that cannot even say anything? Yeah, let's go ahead a little bit and then
Without this agreement, there is no legitimate government. I think that is a far-fetched conclusion.
Okay, the man already admitted by himself. He said that without this peace agreement, there will be no illegitimate government. And he already approved it by himself. Okay, if you try to approve that by your own self, come out from your own mouth, and then what made the others people that already knows that this peace agreement is genuine, and then we can talk about it. We can have a comment. We can even try to dig out what is wrong with Salva Kiir himself. Because if you see all this, 8 people, they came from one sub-clan that telling these people that there is no need for you guys to murder Mexico, only one tribe. It does not even make sense. And because you try to ask them why you guys trying to Mexico one, they will never even answer you. Salva Kiir cannot even answer you. Why Salva Kiir is bombing people right now? These people, the criminal government of Salva Kiir, look at it carefully. If you are a Nuer, look at it carefully. It's a criminal government that formed the criminal and then run that government of the people. Now you can even define it. Is a criminal government for the criminal people by the criminal people. Because those who are running it, they all of them are criminal. They doesn't even question themselves.
So we know the government signs the revitalized agreements for purposes of resolving the conflict.
Okay. Jakwala riya katung nuara kena ko anjan ko la riya katuka waini jakwala riya katung nuara jana anjan government peace agreement cha sign ko jana ba gaga ni ka ga he ga kana ba ka kapsho. This is the equation ma da wo right here ku ide. Okay, come on, peace agreement no kwasa no ba gaga ni ba kapsho. Why no can they did not even admit that and no can answer me ku got me ku complain and no you know no matter what me is not a government. Give us the unified force. Chena mean a unified force you call example like a tunora go ide. And God kon le kon e amar God kin and tame. Me you gadara me you wo ka be ye taking tame. Ma jene loka can jo de won har kan answer jo. That's whereby engine humiliation e dan e gor ken we de lareken. Come yenen and God kon ke unified force de kon e anang kui pega be yimi. I guess pan ke panaje ye yena kai ke kamnikin. Me you got young can a ganura mo kon God kon kwana believe God ye kon e adien kwandor wuli ke shodan ngaznake. Me you got nuora can a got young can ne kon can de ga nuora de ga humiliate me awe garage ken. So when and ye ke that's whereby again a look at can me kwa lu ni can ko can ita la wo chim yi mu ni ga ne dan di ka te ga ne ita 20 they dan di de ga dwala ge example no come ne ye no jero la di ke ngonan so it's the same thing in an in la wo mi lal ke ken tame they know that a peace agreement again ku South Sudan le ja ko je na bete peace again ba chola take a government take a illegitimate government. And then without peace agreement, there will be nothing called illegitimate government. Then get whereby you la take an extension. Maba add into it. An extension that IO and IG will agree. IG by themselves, they cannot even extend the peace agreement. That's whereby all the threat came from Akwilwete that we will go to election. If you don't want to go, we will go. That's whereby now they came to try to bring illegal allegation, illegal complaining, illegal accusation. And they still now, they already know that they are missing the peace agreement and they still talking about the election. It's the same thing where when you see 2024, they're talking about the election. If you guys don't want to go, we will go. Remember that I will take a go. I will go Bitane, Kajinu. But if you make you another, come on, I will Maguija, I will la dog in Niger, money or nothing. Add something me you be paid. I know.
And that's why perhaps there are talks about elections. Because the people of South Sudan fought for over 50 years to have the country established. For sure, an agreement to resolve the conflicts cannot be described as the legitimacy of government.
This is what when somebody is talking about does not even see what is the cover. what is behind, what covers that peace agreement that will not even allow anybody to come and mess it up. It is something that already been signed with ink, and you cannot even deny that. That ink by itself will play its role within that peace agreement. What gives you illegitimacy, being illegitimate, is because there was a peace agreement that already been signed. This is the role that this man should have known that what was my connection with IO? Do I have a right to go and collect IO from the forest and come and judge them? Why they never did it? Why they never even did it? They fought with IO how many times? 2013, 2016. What they did, rather than collecting, come and collecting the rest of IO to come and judge IO by themselves, because that was their plan that they tried to do. They tried to collect from IO to come and judge the IO, come and try to bring dispute between IO by itself, because they do not have a right to destroy the IO. They are not even equipped enough to destroy IO. They do not even have a legitimate to destroy IO. That's whereby they started with Tabandang to bring quarreling, to mess up IO by itself. Those are their illegitimate that they are talking about now today. They are illegitimate, and then to come into different party and then to mess it up, while this is the party that already signed the peace agreement with them. Now we give them Tabandang. We tell them that take it. We don't need it from IO. We don't need it from IO. IO already allowed them to take Tabandang, and then they win and took Taban and give him a vice president, whether it's PIP or his post. Nobody even knows. They call him vice president. And then before that, why they never even bring Pai Bai president into the presidency seat is the way to destroy the country if they do not even know that they are criminal, because that's the way of criminology. They know that Taban will never even get seat from IO. Okay, if Taban does not even get any seat from IO, let us give him symbol of being a vice president. Taban will have a gain a little bit. That's whereby they bring Taban as a symbol to be a vice president. They form to have a four vice president because of what? Because Dr. Machar declined and left Juba and went out. That's whereby they try to gain the power and then to bring Pai Bai president. And those Pai Bai president, they are the people that they want to humiliate. They can take you out, you don't have anything to say. For example, Hussein Abdel Baghi, they kicked him out. What did he say? Did he say anything? No, because these are the people, they already know that they are weak and they can humiliate them, and because they try to destroy something that they know that they already built. IO is by itself right now. All the rest of vice president came through the interest of criminal. All the rest, Mama Rebecca, Tabandang, and then the one that they take out from Hussein Abdel Baghi and give it to that lady, and then the vice president Waniga. Those they came from the criminal. It's not even the South Sudanese who allowed that for vice president out of Dr. Machar. Dr. Machar is the first vice president. If you challenge this for vice president, who brought them up? That's a division of criminal. Was not the IO that brought them up. Who brought Taban Dang up? It is because Taban was denied by IO. It is because Taban was denied by IO. It could be if what came out from peace agreement, it could be Mama Rebecca, and then Dr. Machar, and then Hussein Abdel Baghi. But they came and asked Taban because Taban tried to destroy IU, and then they brought that up. Taban was not assigned in peace agreement, in 2018 peace agreement, which if you take the peace agreement back, Taban was not assigned to be a vice president. And there is a thing, even if we go back to the peace agreement that Salva Kiir brought up for division, to divide South Sudan into peace, who create a vice president? Let's say 4. I know number 1 on peace agreement is Dr. Machar, which is next to Salva Kiir. And Dr. Machar explained it into everybody pace. Say that we were elected together. They already give them association together, Machar and Salva. Because Salva Kiir came with criminal division, and then let's talk about Taban. Where the position of Taban came from in peace agreement. Because I guarantee that if Taban win on that criminology that he tried to apply into his own community, there will be no five by president too. And if it is the fair justice, you cannot have Hussein Abdel Baghi as a vice president. You cannot have Mama Rebecca Kiir as vice president. 3 within the same top tribe. Where did you get that from? And then add Taban Dang into it, because Taban Dang objective is belong to Kiir. Let's say 4. Taban Dang is not a Nuer son. They just bring him to destroy Nuer community. So okay, if the position of Waniga is right, position of Dr. Machar is right, where is this came from? This actual, where they came from? They came because they tried to destroy the illegitimate party that is calling IU. That's only the plan where Salva Kiir came up with his young council of elders. Remark this, these people, they do not even have any illegitimate authorization to take our kid to court.
And especially a comment coming from...
But because we will listen to this at the end of it, it is a matter of like minute. But because they want to destroy our own community. Only their plan is only our own community. It's not for anybody. That's whereby you're going to see this plan is a radical plan that if you do not see it, it is a radical plan. If you are a Nuer son, make sure that there is something that radical that they apply into your piece. If somebody applied the radical case, take it from Johnson Wuluny. We need to bring Johnson Wuluny as a governor. Kir say no, Johnson Wuluny kill people. And then Kir brought Johnson Wuluny to kill people again. And Kir is still can judge those who are not the killer. Even that if you brought it up and then Kir came up, say that no, Johnson Wuluny is a killer. And what did Salva Kiir did is the one who brought Johnson Wuluny, who is a killer, back. Because a killer will just need the killer, does not need the others who are not killing, and then to bring peace into the country.
Friends, the diplomatic community, because this takes away the impressions of our people that if there is no peace agreement, there is no legitimacy. Legitimacy, as we know it, is not about a contract.
Okay, look at this man. He said that illegitimacy is not about a contract. What they sign in peace agreement is a contract, or is not a contract. Is what does not lead South Sudan to go to election today. Is that a contract or not? South Sudan will never go to election if that peace agreement did not implement it in peace and in spirit. South Sudan will not go to election. A person that will declare that I'm going to election will face the dictatorship through South Sudanese. There will be no election without implementing the real peace that can lead the people into the election. Peace agreement is a contract. It's something that already has been documented. It's something that each an individual that signed the peace agreement have his role. Like Dr. Machar tell you that I already have immunity in this country. I have a right to deny you. It's a contract that they give it to him as long as you sign the peace agreement. You will be the first vice president of the country. That's a contract. You deny him today, you deny the red line. You trying to push the red button, not even the green one. Peace agreement is a contract. Peace agreement is something that there is a legitimate state that already has been given to those who signed that peace agreement. And they have a right. And let me remind you back, without that peace agreement, there will be no election in South Sudan. Take it from me, no matter you call yourself, you are a minister of justice, warning the public, and the public, it's not the public that you call the public. A public, you cannot kill the rest of them with helicopter day and night. And you talk about the public. Those public, they will deny. I don't even think where the election is going to be conducted. Malakal, I don't think Salva Kiir will go there and never go there for his life, because the man tried to mess up the country. Salva Kiir will not land in Malakal. I guarantee that you bring what is his name? Lambos, I guess, Babi do the bear play. Chelara after 2 months, Salva Kiir, but only Uncle Jeremy Yalke Markal. Come on, land the Kamakal, man, Jeremy book and another. I don't think he already deny Karade. Salva Kiir will never even land there. I guess nobody even will allow him. So, an election between who and who? Who's going to run? Who's the running mate of Salva Kiir? Even if you brought those who surrendered to Salva Kiir, nobody even will allow them. They already surrendered to Salva Kiir. Taban already surrendered. Will never even mention the election. Forget about it. The rest, nobody even will mention the election rather than the IU. So, Kwani and then you conclude and then Banadoping.
Design. And such comments take us away from the substantive discussion we ought to have here, which is to say, how do we support the implementation process, such as the issues of elections, the constitution making, and chapters 5. So I thought I'd like to make that a comment, especially on the observant not to comment on the judicial proceedings.
Okay, kwani polo wano ka ja kwa gane wano. So ne koniti chika pel ka pel yarien. Anki njenchi agwi na ka day 1. Enu chika pel. Kongwe nana kwa gad kon kwa ka porsu gje ken. Min ken kwa ka accuse gje. A way ma lawo a long way. A long way ma lawo tilama go akake. Kamilar ne jenu tilama go akake. Tene ita larga jenu bagad kona bakum. And no more dear me yalke suicide. Madare yanangwa. Ano. No more linga janango akaga nura no more suicide. Ke suicide me bizor me yalga South Sudan. Bang angar for good. Ano. Kon dundi and tame. And Kelly Adian ba kafinga and jet dumnagar karade. Jeti case ka God con mean more case in the could wait the lanage. Ano. Can't case and case me na losing. Can Jaka Muika 1 dear me yalka 1 Jaka Muika comparison of my child. Ano, ka comparison made and tell her ke dumdar yalke there. Chaka jume na ka jilera for a quite many recon in ba dear me yalke lia in Chilugana the Bowie investigate. Shoba toy again. Ano. And answer a wade. A mala bang nara tin. Tito gati kone ya dapon wish. K humiliation nan la reke. Mene ma jurba bana lo hinaka video de. Chelare ne God wish who are complaining who can mean go na unify force again. Can unify force me look in again a kid. Again in nani you want to walk a dear me yalka abi. Min look a ken a can gun where ma waka or go to gun where a come take a thing. Balanaria. Again, look at can Nakalodian can live no Baradian no Nakarodian. So me ye do Nazar take a kin to one along thing. Take our Latin here. Cause they never even came up with any solution. Pass of all ba and all can Nazar ba take a kayak. Ma look on a Ludian Chenamin a unicorn and Uncle Sigin. Look on a look the money can a foot. And Gary Condang one, a quag dolling in Tino Copper, Tintota Jerry Tradery, and Gary Condang one. And my char, and pot, and dope, Kagarwish. Lingaroinikin, La Paladun Pina Lingaroinikin. Nangarway may I with a jack and roll guardicon, Kadir Yalke Runge. May I do Louis Yen Chang and Yalaria. So need concatenator la woke confident ko chakabi mungakaran. Again a yelling Kagarma Charinu Larinu and all take a kayak. Meluka comedian take a and ring in the comedian. That idea no more. Comedian Melugan and a pinky and can take a long and woman yard in the long put digging in your cat, McKenna deny. Ano. me dung me complaining for me be ye ba til wa ma la me jigi chetin ma la me de la ran ma la de we to la ya mu ja ye wo kama yi wona ka diyar mi yal ka ngun jangan tame jaka yo ne diyar mi yal so Sudan jaka ka US ma ku ne ri ko ne lawo kwa chi ma ni le loken jaka ne yo ka Africa kan en mu ja janki ne ko ne kwa yo kwa jere ka US cha je bura ken cha je bargazala ken nya ne yo ka je ka US kan en mu ja question ken de pot ka mi en na ne ma de pot ka ngala de ju pu re lo this is where by you know la li ngene go an look dien ano kan jaka yo mi wo gan dir mi yal ke adap chiere me bi je jaka to de niket nya ke chu chor chot ke US again ama le no wa ka kamra re ken mu jaka ko question ne ke ne ko ne jaka yo to mi kwa nyo jaka ra ra kana de ku le lara ma lo ni chi ma ni te la wo ti le ma cham ken kwa destroy en ku me ke je ne je ku chi mo ri ka ku destroy you ja bi ka je any real and on je ni la o ji basic ka wuru mi ya le pot kan ti ano so me ye je ne pot de wuru mo prime yo ka ta longa no ne ra ma mar je ne ra me je la o be lo any community ba yang lo ne community has wul ba te ka ra je no de ka je yo so me ye be je ya de no nyo chul kor pot ka je ne ye no ken ya na me ye je ne ti zel ka reason kullu walai le ayatum sil ka reason ma la o kan de ga ko de ka lu je ken ka reason ye ne kir me la ye ne ke so Sudanese la wa ka wono ngi kire no ne ko ni tine la wo chi an ka so Sudanese ye ne by investigate je en kir me take care na ka der mi yal ke nos me by president kon kir ye kom ga nos as a by president ngot kan na wo ka election cho je wo ye ne ji nos en no ne de ko ne ya na ji ne by de tene ka by ye ne ka by lu ke cho para ji nos at that time dung ti lo ke ne de use le nta la o ke ne de na quote ka ta bang ni te token mayanda na ke jalam ni jo jalam ni ya ye ke yanda na ka to the maximum kan kir ne la le la post by president they never even point finger on him through peace agreement. So where did the kir get illegitimacy? Che kuje ala wo jena ga no re ko ne ja peace agreement cha ku besanye ken they are not illegitimate. Ko da wuje wi ne ga nu mi yeno ka jena kir me dan kana wo ja ka accountable ka nos. Eno kire nta me ku benu we kwane ja ni jenu kwane jo ne dan yin ji nu fin chia na ka nos. Kwala wuje ni ga nu mi yeno ken. Man kir mangai je no me chinga ka no sa la by president cha consider a legitimate min ku ele gwe la woni e kong do bi ka simu chan ka legitimacy ku ele ben wini ka jankir be wini ko ngati ko nen pot ka ngen reo ma chara ngur ma chal ke a do blam men ngur ma chal ke a gar we kan dial ka gato wo ke peace agreement ku ero de wiji wini no dire ka hukum kanen kir point de example kel ma wani de ku nyol rike me ye na ka iglich en kir mu kana woro re dire mi yal ka kuma jala ma chara de wo report no di ben kir point de rame wo ku de bashir ma char me ti ku do wi this is the second example no ba nan ken how many people li lu ka iglich at that time cho yo kuma jala fa no yina lu ka iglich ba ko lu ni ji kanere yi lu ka iglich ba ko nan tin example mi yeno jenen kire ne la teka nos rame ku dung ikli ku jela wolosh agar ma shere ku le teka sos kir diana li bana fa sei tele ma yamela ku le duwan gen ko ba yene bashir ne me lo na right. Those are the scenario when yen gan wori koni na go away Nuer ba twang wurma yalo kir we nan ja bi twang wurma yalo kir te gan Nuer te sin che bi to che de me to che bi to we mon ka gan Nuer koni nga yngo en tel pakir ne ke kuri lije yi na dia liutin taw de ni kuri lije na che ne wan yana ka jala ko mi ni kuidan. It's the same Kurna there and no woman shall get torgil a yejan. No torcarade. Quagate conte law card again canakunum. Kakwelo canum had it in. But the same thing here a curry lead. Kakuri leading one in Winday enough. Cut a nook and the alboka gun were a gun worry adian club of dark here quality. Take no leak a gun were and some of my idea could have dark here, but no, Matemaka Lloyd Duncan, a genuine wallet. Kira did a wig of a widow cover $10. Gan work on the idea could have door wallet, and may wait him again, Lloyd. A cook could allow a cook with queen and joke, a quite contributor. Well, I did Tim Lloyd. Matema, the wrong lady. Dear Kamke. Kurki kwa compare ka kuri lije me liuga gar kon wori aden me nindi yuka won liu me na ndir me yal ka jero lis e me ku dor le yosh ka kire ne la te ka nos manga yi history nango kire la te ka nos ne la the by president of Bashir ajene kwala lu ina Bashir gar ma sher ne ti wuni ken yu jabana ga pal o bi ken bi we pe le ken no I don't think I did a pel ka ne nga yo ken aro ni ken no mo wona kon go ro de ka wono menen dungi glitch de tin fo ndu kire no jini ay yene Bashir ni me nang ngaro den kay glitch kala bi by president Bashir ponja kire de ti alakala de gan wora ma la o me anon ke peace agreement and in the same peace agreement me we ko compare dung nos ken esos me ran a peace agreement ne nang kirtin man lar ken je ke nos ne be yiben intimidate ken wuru yale kir ken intimidate kwala be jeni jangan wale no gan wora within the South Sudanese haba be intimidate wuru janga ka ba pene wano melo no jin ma da bi wun wora manga ngo kon wuni jalla ka history nango history ma this time cha kon bi humiliated katira mbiro ore cholo mo illegitimate ka der mi yalo country have authorization ma la wode ne kon der ka humiliate ka der ka kum ne Bashir me ra te ga der mi yalo ka authorization illegitimate kuma sos ka nos chue ja attempt de ne me nyenya ka glitch no be wurma ya da kire be yen ka wina liu ka glitch ka ruri die no ba ga gon ba bi se je kiro ma gore ja ba durar ba ka ba no ra me ne video ni Bashir kana garma shar chi video ni Bashir kana self kire la mobile president ma gore ka ba nyona play I have it ramelu Bashir wurma chal ka riyo ma shar ma mobile president ma ya banwe kene don chero de nyose no jena garma ya bane we ajena kula ku me la wa mi chal na Bashir asharat che Bashir kula joga ngu baro ka asharat ngu baro ro do ra ni mo jin ngu kare lo ye kire ne yena mo me la bai president ngu kene lo wurma jal ga Bashir Come go na jabana lu ken history. But on your luirar ke and Rameku game can a woman shall get Bashir, a woman shall get Yamacher. Silver Kir and a toy again, till a malade. Silver Kir never say anything, till a word may, till a condemnation may alarm. Yenating Ramate condemnation may alarm Kir, may yin nos can a sauce. Kig leech, a jabbe nora, a jabbenaba approve with it. Otherwise, don't y'all get so Sudan. We need be dagalabang. Take a reason to yana de humiliate the a child already and they have a legitimate government. Illegitimate Semitic. Where did they get it from? Illegitimacy without peace agreement. Where it came from. And all that election a year will take a peace agreement, mother. A child go to Bishop Gode. Election like that, I'm a penny. Peace agreement, they are good about documenting, unify posts, anything. All principle like a deal, take our web by let. A man that there is take a third law, they took on in law, they I lie, let it go. Now, we agree on it, and then one occurred to on in the law, tin a law, to deal with a Terradian. Contact a none can deal, but was party de la okay, yeah, you don't want it, I don't want it. Okay, let it go. Contact a tickon in a law, and Tianmara, the regiment. And in any lad, like your little but Jen Bit like the word I tell you, but name in each bird, I will kill in a queen of God, be an answer, be a let go. Corn in any la could we chick, could dear me yalketian, Minani Boomligan, again in Bicula Jaco, be a palamano. Be Tintia, be a coil, bigger coy, bigger yalaka be bigger to, can I be you coyen, Jabi Jaco, Beji Jacob, begging Anka Momo. Mintia again in Minada de Magdude, Kulanangial. Cheetah, Lucia be spent commander, we will miss Nidia, you wanted to call in Tintiakaji. Mana Cheetah, Lucia be spent. So name peace agreement and Tiaki and the Altilama Jacoba let go thing. Walking in an engine while they take a thing, Nana, you move. So, ma'am, Jan Babalano, Nati and the mayor or the minister of Dirman Yalka Justice, a jello in a curdung glitch. Magan, Warama Canada, a Hedeka abuse, Kedung Dirman Yalka dung nothing, a Kalo curdung glitch. Kai glitch Makir Makana Yentin, a Bashir. Manasha God will be intimidated. Intimidation, we will never even allow it. Dung Nasser is a simple case. Can I dung der yalga dung juba 2013 and kirama kana nang lu kay jana wo kwar ya de nang lu kan okay ko mo kwar ma tega dir mi yalke immunity ma nafsu doctor ma shar mo bayda tega immunity kon kirma hije no mo weben pinya wi komenan ba tega gata la wo ba going ba to kan ba nang lu no matter what Chanana. A gen queer lady, la wo generated lunatin. May you know we come and album web and timber, banang lu. Queer in general, and right me, you know. But take immunity, man, I must have take immunity. So, my member pay one, do not need to go in a tar and ungo, Yinkin. Gway tar and ungo, do not turn and hear about on abuse, Jack on be abused again. And the question Magan God con bagalun. No matter what. My agalun banga, you know, in South Sudan, then to the charity and a minister of justice, she will be a minister of justice. But when I can kill murder, young gun, what you call it, low, just ran Lloyd there, by God con about a Indian again cash. Mean she jewelry ye chamala year too. And Christian Dwerber, again catch means he jewelry ye chamala year too. Pot a joy till a dormer. Rioma shirty a dormer. do lam ti le do me dar gar wait for still chaga kon la wo ti to ta ya reken ene ri kon kwa ka wono yang gar na ni mo ta ger ene kwa wono no ta ger e kere ti le me der dar ka jinu ja ku le te ti jar dandi mi yiro ko ti jang te ti jar dandi. How many traders can jang? Nay dial kon take stage of being a millionaire. Kangani here jang and dial. Where did they get those money from? Kakan woman and loyana yinge. Ramajian way in the Uganda there when you're going to go ya loyatino. Kakan and jang lawyer and mooken. You con lawyer and mooken. And you can ye be an Indian Yalka or Yalka Ethiopia may your weather honey. Want to call it the other you can word the catch up. Kone kontena ga raja no nyin kien ma yelaw de ka le de ka chap ji no ke de ka le cham gen de ran lo ina ken gen zero la tanatin so ma embe ku pol wono bana ku teman nya ku len dir mi yal ke chewe lat ke jada wo ba ti time ge je ano la ba busy we learn at that time ano ade yo no kon ga no ga ngai ne ti kon lan ne ano dung na te chu janje ne ba jono ko ne chi mani kire ne je ko yene be shiru ne ke dung der mi yal ke glitch makana yene be shiru ke dung glitch ko ya bies no ga kon ano kon by president menta ma ya ku be jejen che ku be nyono ko no je ne by president Nuer ne jen che by president dar mi chal ke South Sudan eno ya nyo ko ne wurjenga by president and gweyene Nuer cha ku nyo je ne by president of South Sudan anje ne le ne je ne ba ka ba mar ke ne gan mani ate ga me de le ke gweyene ngo ano aje ne to wijenga bi aku temal go ni kundian thank you nyanglo thank you when ra me yibin makan chi du kana men chande joni ya thank you because we betekele bye bye